Cain and Abel. A story of brotherhood, jealousy, and exile.
After being driven out from the divine paradise, the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve embraced the harsh reality of the world. They established a life in the midst of nature and had sons named Cain and Abel. It was quite a transition from the seclusion of a garden to expanding their lineage in the open world, but they were unwavering. The birth of their first son, Cain, filled them with joy as Eve emotionally exclaimed,
"God has helped us create another human."
Quite soon, this happiness was doubled when they were blessed with their second son, Abel. Years passed by like the wind in the wilderness, and their little ones turned into strong young men. Cain took up the profession of a farmer, tirelessly laboring the fields day after day. Abel, on the other hand, found his calling as a shepherd, guarding and tending his flock with unwavering dedication. When the time of the harvest arrived, the community would come together in a festival of thanksgiving, bringing offerings to God, gifts or portions from their work as tokens of gratitude. The brothers, Cain and Abel, despite their differences in profession, sought to express their gratitude through their craft. Cain brought some of his hard-earned farm produce, while Abel chose the very best lambs from his flock. They offered these to God as their gifts. God, seeing their offerings, held Abel's in higher esteem, accepting it whilst rejecting Cain's. This act sparked a bitter sense of resentment in Cain, tainting his heart with anger and disappointment. God, perceiving the turmoil brewing in Cain's heart, took a moment to counsel him. He asked Cain, "Why are you so angry? Why does your face reflect such dismay? You'll be accepted if you commit to doing what's right. But if you choose to defy what's right, be warned. Sin is not a passive entity. It is crouching at your door, eager to strike, eager to lead you astray. It is you who must conquer it." In the shadow of God's stern warning, Cain invited Abel to accompany him to the fields. The air was tense as they ventured into the vast expanse. Suddenly, in a moment of dreadful impulse, Cain yielded to his dark resentment and launched an attack on his unsuspecting brother, delivering the first act of murder as described in the sacred pages of the Bible. After the horrifying incident, God confronted Cain, asking him, "Where is your brother Abel?" But Cain defiantly responded, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" God, however, fully aware of the gruesome act, reproached Cain, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground, painting a haunting picture of your crime. Consequently, I am evicting you from this land you've tarnished with your brother's blood. You shall henceforth wander as a fugitive, homeless, and without end." Overwhelmed with dread, Cain lamented to God about the severity of his punishment and expressed his fear of being targeted by those who might want to harm him. Showing a glimmer of mercy, God responded, "No. Anyone who lays a hand on you will receive a punishment sevenfold for their actions." To augment this decree, God put a protective mark on Cain as a warning to any potential attackers. Shrouded in his disgrace and carrying the burden of his sins, Cain had to depart from God's presence, condemned to a lifetime of wandering. He journeyed eastward, away from his former life, towards unfamiliar territories and futures. It was there, in the land to the east of Eden, that Cain, the once beloved son, the brother, and the farmer, had to forge a new existence and started a family of his own.
As our exploration of Cain and Abel's narrative concludes, we're on the cusp of another significant biblical story, Noah's Ark. Brace yourselves as we set sail into Noah's narrative, an epic testament to perseverance and divine covenant. Prepare as we voyage into these stormy, yet ultimately hopeful, biblical waters. Hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video and subscribe to ensure you don't miss our next story. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please drop them in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.